All right, y'all. We in here. We in here. I don't know how that just happened. As far as y'all was already on here when I went to, I guess because I already had put it in. So I don't know. Drop a 9 if y'all can hear me though. Just having a family moment. Drop a 9 if y'all can hear me. Just want to make sure everybody can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. All right, cool. So for this lecture, because we talking about the divine feminine energy and our goddesses, I had to bring Oya on. That's what was calling me. So we're gonna light this candle in her honor because this represents throat chakra energy. All right, as well as the color of water, which we know that Mother Oya, her, as well as Yamaya, they all deal with water and lightning. You even see these colors are on her, right? That color. She also deals with violet as well as blue. So we have her on here. Detach. We got to detach today. So I had to put this one on. We detaching. We detaching, y'all. We detaching today. Peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Go on YouTube. Go on Twitter, let them know we live. Go on Instagram, let them know we live. For those in the University of Cosmic Intelligence, that's on the website. Go on the forum, let them know we live. Tag this all through Instagram. I know y'all on IG, tag it. So when I get off here, I can share it. We can share it to more individuals. We're going to dive into this moon. I haven't really talked about the moon on this channel since last year. So I'm going to be doing more lessons on this channel where we kind of going back into older lessons for those. A lot of y'all, I went back and looked. Those videos only got 4,000, 5,000 views. So a lot of people that's finding the channel now, y'all not really going all the way back. So we're going to bring some of these lessons into the forefront. Although I never did an actual lessons on moon cycles. I did do a lesson on the moon. So we're gonna go deeper. We're gonna touch it. We're gonna tie it together, and I'm gonna let y'all understand what's really going on with these menstruation cycles. Am I pronouncing it right? I know it's menstrual cycles, but the full word is menstrual. I think I'm saying. I know you have menstrual cycles, but the full word menstruation. I think that's how you say that. I think that's how you pronounce that or enunciate it. I'm trying to enunciate it and pronounce it right. To enunciate and pronounce is two different things. So when you pronounce something, you want to say it exactly the way that they told you, based upon the syllables. And when you enunciate it, you exaggerate the syllables. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't want to say menstrual cycle. You know what I'm saying? I think it's menstruation, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, menstruation. Yeah. All right. So positive energy always creates elevation. So we gonna play a song to Mother Oya, and then we gone. We going all the way in. All right. Shout out to the divine feminine energy.
Winnie, me ba my answer. Afifi, jeje, efufu, leje, yawa, aya, ashe.
Ashe.
Iba, oya, ajalaya, ajalorun, Winnie, me ba my answer. Afifi, jeje, efufu, leje, yawa, aya, ashe. Iba, oya, ajalaya, Yawa, oya, Hashem. Iba, oya, Ashalaya, Ashalom, Winnie, Winnie, Mibe, Mayansa, Afifi, Sheshe, Efufu, Leshe, Yawa, oya, Hashem. Iba, oya, Ajalaye, Ajalorum, Winnie, Winnie, Mibe, Mayansa, Afifi, Sheshe, Efufu, Leshe, Yawa, oya, Hashem. Yawa, oya, Hashem. Yawa, oya, Hashem. Oya de, oya de, oya. Oya de, oya de, oya de, oh. Oya de, oya. Get me. Oya de, oya, oya. Oya de, oya de, oh. Oya de, oya, oya. Oya de, oya de, oh. Oya de, oya, oya. Oya de, oya de, oh. Oya de, oya, oya. Oya de, oya de, oh. Oya de, oya, oya. Oya de, oya de, oh. Oya de, oya, oya. Oya de, oya de, oya. Oya de, oya, oya. Oya de, oya de, oh. Oya de, oya, oya. Oya de, oya de, oh. Oya de, oya, oya. Oya de, oya,
All right. So we had to set the frequency right before we dive into this deep divine download. All right. So first, let me start by saying peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Like to welcome the energy of Mother Oya on here this evening, afternoon, night, whatever you want to call it. Time isn't real. Um, Before we get started, it's imperative that we open up this lecture with the right spiritual energy. So first, let me start by sending the deepest of insight to all those who are elders in here. Those are 65 and older in the university watching. We appreciate you deeply. I'm sending the deepest of insight to my peers, those in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. We appreciate you deeply. Thank you for tuning in. Um, it's definitely gonna be a powerful download. We're gonna talk about this moon today and what it really stands for and what it really represents, despite what we have been taught or programmed, miseducated to believe about this this thing in the sky they call a moon. Okay. To all the blue crystal babies, you know who you are, those 21 and under. Appreciate you deeply for tuning in, for even being able to have the patience within you to tune into these lectures every Sunday, because we live on YouTube every Sunday. So I think everybody pretty much know the schedule now. When we on YouTube is every Sunday. So I appreciate you deeply, and I'm sending you all nothing but the deepest of insight to help you see what I'm here to show you tonight for yourself. Um, like I say, Google can only show so much, but I do have the MacBook pulled up so that I can point to certain things to make my point about this moon and how you have been lied, and the real reason why women, aka women or goddesses, get their periods. Um, to all the high vibrational human beings tuned in. I mean, whether you Caucasian, Asian, Mexican, Dravidian, or Arab, this universe is open to all. We don't discriminate. We not racist in here. We don't support racism. If you gay, you welcome in here as well. We don't whatever life you living. If you sell drugs, if you selling pussy, if you got a OnlyFans page, if you're stripping in the strip club, I don't care about none of that, because I can't judge you. I don't know the cards you've been dealt. But what I do know is this. This matrix don't discriminate against nobody with the low frequencies that it emits, us being under this light code lockdown. So in here, I'm all about unifying the planet. We are about unifying the planet, and you come as you are. Um, we only present in esoteric facts. But remember, you don't have to believe anything that I'm telling you. Feel free to not believe it. Feel free to believe what you want to believe. We are all free thinkers. Unlike your government, I'm not here to take away your freedom. I'm not here to take away your rights. I'm not here to stop you from breathing or thinking on your own. And unlike religion, dealt to you from the Vatican themselves, the Pope and them, I'm not here to tell you that if you don't accept these esoteric facts that are being presented to you in this university, that you're banished to eternal hell. I don't believe in that. I believe get out the download, what you're gonna get out of it. If you feel like a download coming to you while we in class, feel free to share it in the comments. You know, uh, information is everlasting, so it don't stop or end with me. You know what I'm saying? And it don't stop and end with you. Uh, we always got to go deep within, and that's why I always just try to be as as open, you know, open and honest with you all, throw chakra energy as I can be. Um, every time we get on here, because I want you to have the insight for yourselves to see it. Like I say, having knowledge is just one small aspect of getting to the bottom of shit. Insight, clairvoyance, to see past the veil, to see past yourself, to see past your own thoughts, to realize that every thought you thinking is not even your thoughts, to understand frequency, to understand the way that it's implemented and used as a weapon against you and against the masses, to understand that there is a shadow government full of Pleiadians and reptilians. I just call them that. I don't call them the shadow government. I call them by their motherfucking name, because I don't fear them. Some people call them the shadow government. All right. But it is a group of beings and entities that have been controlling you through electrical feeds like TVs and telephones and propaganda. Um, and it's sick. It's sick when we sit back and we realizing these truths. You know, that we didn't think, existed. And it's a lot. It's a lot. I never judge anybody who just can't grasp it right away. That's why I tell you, a lot of y'all have already been woke. Many of you in this university, you've been doing this for years, but you thought you was crazy because the Matrix has placed agents around you, people in your family, people that worked at the local post office, your basketball coach, your high school football coach, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, anything close to you, if it's not one of us, it's one of them. And can be um, infiltrated via sentient programs. And this is what they were showing you in the Matrix. So for all the awoken ones out there, stay woke. That's the one thing we got in common. We might give different information, we might teach differently, but the one thing we all have in common is we woke. And don't let nobody take that from you because they are implementing so many sentient programs right now. Satan is scared. His kingdom is coming down. So he is working double, triple overtime right now. And we are in the middle of a huge spiritual warfare. Why do you think many of you can get in here and listen to this information and you'll still see the comments filled with people telling you not to listen to it? They're not telling you nothing else, but they telling you not to listen to it. They're not telling you nothing but not to listen to it. Anybody that's speaking truth right now is being censored. Everybody, all of us. I just seen a live from the goddess Conscious Queen. She probably don't even know I watch her content. I do. I always keep up with other truth tellers. I like to be amongst my own. And I feel like content creators with huge platforms like this one I can relate to them in the fact that we all have platforms that we're trying to wake our people up. Wake the people up. But I don't know if she know. I don't know if she watching. But hey, sis, if you watch this university, you probably do. I know we all kind of watch each other a little bit, even if we don't admit it. We all kind of look at each other because we kind of got that in common. But yeah, you're not the only one being censored. Conscious Queen, they've done it to us all. They've deleted people YouTube channels. Many of us have had to start Zooms. I just had my entire Instagram page deleted. My wife was just earlier backing up all my YouTube videos. We're gonna upload it to my website. And as we move forward, y'all, that's what we going to. I advise everybody to start their own websites. We got to come off these social media platforms, even this one, because it's ran by your shadow government. I like that new cartoon, Inside Job. It's funny because they put all the truth in that motherfucker. You hear me? Ooh, they put it all in there, but they got to, though. They got to. But like I say, it's an actual, God is on the show, and she's the PR rep on Inside Job. It's actually somebody like that that's a part of manufacturing information through social media. At the top. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Zoom, fucking all these platforms are controlled by these people. It's all a part of social engineering. So for those who are woke and are being censored at an all-time high, congratulations. You're doing a good job. That's what that means. If they not censoring you, you not talking no real shit. They do the same thing on here. People be subscribed, get unsubscribed. People don't get notifications when we live. Be 50,000 motherfuckers on the live. They gonna tell y'all it's 3,000. Congratulations. Let him who has eyes see clearly. If you're not being censored, what the fuck you making content for? Because see, the awoken ones that follow everybody that's creating content understands that. You don't even have to have a huge platform. They censoring so much you could just share some real shit. Fact check you. I know I ain't lying. Then you can share another nigga shit. Nigga, block. I've seen people get blocked off Instagram for sharing my shit. Man, God, I shared the content and I couldn't go live for 2 weeks. I shared it on TikTok and they deleted my TikTok page. But I'll get all them type of emails. So congratulations. It's frustrating too. You know, and for those of you who are building platforms to speak this truth, man, you might have caught it at the wrong time. I think we got through the door luckily, like, just edged through there, you know. But I think we further fucked it up for everybody. We further fucked it up for everybody. Now, we ain't let no more niggas stew after them niggas. We let this nigga Rashad Jamal get a little, let the nigga 1,000 subscribers so he can go live. And this nigga didn't know what the. I honestly think, to all the content creators, I want to apologize to y'all. Because I think I kept it too real on social media. I really think I fucked it up for everybody. I had to. They like, we is not finna let 1,000 motherfuckers Rashad Jamals do. We can't do that. This nigga over real. And then he want to tell everything. We on his ass and he's still telling shit. So they know what y'all on. They like, yeah, I'm like that little ant. Y'all gotta go back and watch, what the fuck was that? That fucking movie, man. Was that the Ant? What the fuck? Was that Ants? Yeah, that was the movie Ants. The movie was called Ants, and the grasshoppers was running shit. Y'all feel me? Go back and watch it, because it was a deep-ass movie. All of them Disney movies and Pixar and Paramount Pictures, all real shit. All real shit. All real shit. But in the movie Ants, before we got dive in here to receive these downloads, in the movie Ants, right, the grasshoppers had took everything from the ants. And the grasshopper represents the elites, the 13 families. And the ants is us. All right? And it was a scene, y'all might have seen it, because I seen people trying to share in it too. But it was a scene where the grasshoppers had a meeting, right? They were congregating. And the leader of the grasshoppers was like, we need to do something about that one ant that stood up in the meeting earlier. And you know, the other grasshoppers, they like, man, fuck him, nigga. We running shit. That's one ant. And the grasshopper like, oh, that's one ant, huh? You right. Can you stand right there, please? So, you know, the grasshopper take his ass over there. He's standing right there where the boss grasshopper told him to stand. And he pulled a little leverage. One, I think it was a coconut or something, a walnut, an almond or something, you know. It came and it landed on his head. He like, how did that feel, basically? He like, there wasn't nothing. He pulled it down. A few more came down on him. He like, he's still good. And he pulled the whole thing. All fell down on him. And the whole point of that was to show him all it takes is one of us to rise, one of us to speak out with no fear, and you know what the fuck you talking about. It ain't never took a whole bunch of motherfuckers to do nothing. Never. All it has always taken is one. That one person becomes the example for everybody else. Now here you hear all these nuts come. And once they start rolling, you can't stop them. Now what happened? Just like the grasshopper, you covered in all these little nuts. But it was just one little nut at first. You know? That's us, y'all. It's a deep download in that movie, man. Y'all gotta go check it out. Ants. Pretty sure you seen it as a kid. And for the new babies, new age babies, because y'all don't get to watch none of that type of shit. Y'all literally watching just Cardi B, nigga. That's it. So y'all definitely need to go check it out. All right? But let's talk about this moon, though. Let's talk about this moon. Oh, disclaimer. If you don't like black people, get the fuck out now. If you're black and you don't like white people being in here, exit the motherfucking university now. If you do not like profanity, bitch, shit, hoe, damn, pussy, dick, wet ass wipes, leave now. If you don't like black guys with the shirt off, get out now. See what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know before you get yourself in some shit, because we not changing shit in here. So that's the disclaimer. If you don't want your kids sitting through it, they might hear some what you call vulgar content, leave. Because in here, we keeping it real over rich in here. Not rich over real. We ain't trying to be politically correct because we don't give a fuck about CNN, MSNBC. We not trying to impress nobody. Ain't no niggas sitting behind the camera with no big ass. None of that's going on over here. We at the crib, nigga. We at the crib, nigga. So take us like you take us. Feel me? I can't promise you the shit won't get out of hand. All I can promise you is that we gonna keep it real over rich. We not trying to be aesthetically pleasing to you visually or to your ears. All right? I'll repeat that for the people in the back that just walked in right now. We are not here to be aesthetically pleasing to you. So for those who don't have a big vocabulary, because we ain't all on the same level, I know I just lost 1,100 aesthetically pleasing. What's that? Well, nigga, if y'all used y'all phones to Google some shit other than using it to just all day, you'll know what it means. But pull your phone out, hit Google, put aesthetically or aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? It's just, when something is aesthetically pleasing, it's all perfectly, it look perfect, They do that in business a lot. They make the cheeseburger look all perfect. You ever seen how, well, they don't even show you commercials no more. Damn, but they used to show you commercials and, like, McDonald's will come out with the Big Mac or something, and it'll be looking perfect than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It'll be water be dripping on the tomatoes, it'll be the lettuce hanging off all perfect. You be on that. You know what I'm saying? That's called aesthetically pleasing. Then you go there, you like, I gotta go get that, and they don't look shit like you look when you see in the commercial. That's aesthetically pleasing. All right? So I'm not here to look and be aesthetically pleasing to your ass, nigga. That's how I came today. And I'm not trying to be aesthetically to your ears neither. Like, we gonna keep this shit real over richy in here, not rich over real. You know what I'm saying? All right. So now y'all know that moon out there ain't real. I don't know what you thought I was gonna come in here and say today. I don't know if you thought I was gonna, cause some of y'all asked me like, "Hey God, man, I got crystals, and I be looking up on YouTube, and they be saying I should go out there and let my citrine crystal sit under a full moon." Dog. Big dog. The moon ain't real, man. It's not. And today, we're going to walk down memory lane a little bit. All right? So you can know what the fuck the moon is. And then from there, we're going to look at some biblical texts too, to further back up. Because I know it's a lot of, like right now, our goddesses and human beings, y'all be having periods and shit. And they tell you basically, let me go to it. Let me pull it up. I don't want to misquote. I don't want to misquote anybody. Hold on. We'll get to it. 1 second here. There we go. Didn't take long. You hear me? It's called the Curse of Eve. Okay? Now, the Curse of Eve, let me read it. Feel free to go pull out your King James version, your American English version, your NIV version. They got so many motherfucking versions of these lies. So whichever version you want to go, because that's another thing too, right? You got to be careful with the Bible. Like I told you, you got to know what you're doing. You feel me? That shit like in a Rubik's Cube. You go left, you done fuck the colors up. You go right a little bit, you got the green mixed with yellow. You trying to get red, green. Yeah, you try to get all your colors lined up. But the Bible has a different, I'm telling you, like albums. Every year they remixing that bitch. I'm trying to tell you. If you go look at the same verse in the Bible from King James and look up to the New English verse, you're like every version got a different. That's what they do. But they be remixing that bitch. Straight DJ Khaled on the lives. All right. Now check it out. Where we gonna go? We want to get right to where they said Eve fuck shit up. Okay, here we go. We ain't gotta read no whole stanza, nigga. We right to the point in here, nigga. To the woman, he said, he being God, I will terribly sharpen your birth pains. In pain you shall bear children. And for you, man, you shall be longing, and for your man, and for your man shall be your longing. So let me start from the top. I will terribly sharpen your birth pains. In pain you shall bear children. And for your man shall be your longing. You said they be talking in riddle. And for your man shall be your longing. When they could have just said he gonna long to see you, he's gonna miss you. They wanna. That's how they did, because it was poets. Shakespeare wrote the Bible, okay, and he used 100+ scholars to help him do it. All right, that's a whole nother lecture. And for your man shall be your longing, and he shall rule over you. Okay, that's what they said. I ain't say it. I'm saying what they said. Now, we know the moon fake. I'll dive into that a little deeper later. Let's talk about the periods, right? That's going to help you to see why the moon ain't what you think. Okay, so you all have what's called menstruation cycles, all right, or menstrual, which is just the scientific word for saying you on your period. Okay, now check this out. Okay. Check this out. If you go to Google, which I am on, ta-da, and you ask, why do females have periods? They say, as a woman, your period is your body's way of releasing tissue that it no longer needs. I didn't say it. They said it. Bear with me now. Every month, your body prepares for pregnancy. The lining of your uterus gets thicker as preparation for nurturing a fertilized egg. An egg is released and it's ready to be fertilized and settle in the lining of your uterus. Okay, so basically, let me break it down for the guys in the back that just stepped in to be smoking weed and they still be gang banging, but they waking up though. All right, look, right? Basically, what they saying is this, that the whole reason a woman or goddess has a period, because it's the difference. We got human beings, those are the women. All right, so I'm gonna need all the human beings. Don't be expecting me to call you no goddess. You are a woman. I'll call you queen at the most. You're not getting empress or you're not getting goddess, because I can't disrespect the science of what we are. Okay? And even if I call you a bitch, you cannot get frustrated, because technically you are a bitch. A bitch is a female dog. That which you have been spliced with. 4 different animals. So you can't get upset. I told you this before class started. We're keeping the real over rich in here. Not politically correct. So your feelings don't matter. We're not here to support nobody's feelings. We're here to support esoteric facts. All right? And for the goddesses, stop calling yourselves bitches and queens. At the least, you can be as an empress, and at the highest, you are a goddess. All right? It's a difference. Now, they basically saying on Google that the reason women and goddesses have periods is because it's your body way of preparing for pregnancy. So they basically saying, if you don't have your period, you cannot have a baby. That's what they saying. The whole point of going through a menstrual cycle is because the eggs are getting ready. And then one drops, and now it's ready to be fertilized. This is what they saying, y'all. Hold on to that thought, though. This is what they saying. Okay? So, they telling you that's the reason that you all have menstrual cycles. Okay? So, my next question would be, what is menopause? Okay? Now, if you Google what menopause is, they'll tell you menopause is the point when a woman no longer has menstrual periods. She no longer has a menstrual cycle. All right? At this stage, the ovaries have stopped releasing eggs and producing most of their estrogen. Menopause is diagnosed when a woman has gone without a menstrual period for at least 1 year. So basically, when our women or goddesses go through menopause, it should be over with. They can't have no more kids, right? And they say that normally sets in between 40s and their 50s. Now I want to ask you, now the next question you should ask, do you know any goddesses or women that have had babies in their 40s? Because I do. And 50s. Hell, I know some that went through menopause and still got pregnant. Okay? Now, hold on. Stay with me now. So let's focus on menstrual and meno. Because menopause comes from menstrual. Meno. Okay? Menopause comes from menstrual. Okay? Because menstrual cycle is when the eggs are being created for you all to have this baby. And menopause is when it stops. So if you look up the etymology of menstrual, the word menstruation is etymologically related to moon. Are you ready? All is about to be revealed right here, y'all. The word menstruation, if you look up the etymology of the word menstruation, it literally means moon. The term menstruation and menses are derived from the Latin mensis, meaning month, which in turn relates to the Greek mene, which means moon, and to the roots of the English words month and moon. So menstruation is moon. Did you know that? I hope you knew that. Some of y'all might have already known that. But for those who didn't, the etymology of the word menstruation, menstrual cycle, it literally means moon. And when you get into etymology, notice everything dates back to what? Latin. And I told y'all that Latin was never a people. It was always a fucking love language. So to all the Latinos out there, welcome home, baby. I told you y'all wasn't no Latinos. But that's another live. We'll dive deeper into that too. But, and after Latin, they're going to trace it back to Greek. Remember, I told you, Greece was their first society. Greece sat down and the Greeks studied under us. I told you that. No, when you get into etymology, which is the study of word origins, it's going to take you back to Latin and Greece. Every time. Every time. Every time. So the menstrual cycle is called a menstrual cycle because it's directly related to the fucking moon. Okay. I hope you got that. Let me slow down. Let me give you 30 seconds to process that. We ain't went nowhere yet. I'm just using their little shit to make little points. Then we take it all the way up. All right? So just know your menstrual cycle, menstruation, menstrual cycle, period, whatever you want to call it, directly means moon. You can look up the etymology of menstruation right now on your phone, on your laptop, iPad, whatever you have. Give y'all a few seconds to process that reflection. The word menstruation is etymologically related to moon. Say it ain't so. Would you say it ain't so? Now, let's keep going. What is ovulation? Ovulation is the process in which a mature egg is released from the ovaries. Those 6 days, keyword 6, when it's actually 6 to 9, because the ovulation period is normally between 11 and 21 days into the month. Okay? So there would go to 6, and there go your 9. Those 6 days are important because the egg is able to fertilize for about 12 to 24 hours after it's released. So, they have taught you, right, that after a woman or goddess has went through her menstruation moment or her period, which is why it's called a period for short, because it's menstruation cycle or menstrual period, which is the period in time of their fake time that these eggs are being produced. Well, not produced, because a goddess slash woman is, she comes here with all the eggs she's ever going to get her whole life. She already have those. She only gets so many. This is why we practice polygamy, because anciently we knew this. So you only gonna come with 200 to 300 eggs, which means you are limited into how many babies you can have. Meanwhile, gods and human men have unlimited amount of sperm. Our testicles create thousands of sperm a day because these are the seeds. We are supposed to populate the planet. This is the true reason of polygamy. Not to be fucking 3, 4, 5 different women or 25 different goddesses just to say you can do it. That's not polygamy. Polygamy is an ancient science that we practiced because we were all about populating the planet. And anciently, our ancestors knew that a woman or a goddess only has so many eggs. Okay? But that ain't what this lecture is about. I just want to throw that in there. All right? I'll save that for a whole nother lecture about polygamy and what it really represents, because you got people that's doing it wrong, so it's getting a bad name. But if you was to go look up polygamy, it's literally illegal. It's illegal. That's when you should be wanting to know why. Ain't no other opinions illegal around this motherfucker, right? If a family chooses to practice polygamy, that's up to them, right? It should be. It's no different than a motherfucker deciding to take a dick up their ass and he got a dick hanging. What's the difference? If I got a dick hanging and I decide to take a dick up the ass, I would be considered gay or homosexual. But isn't that a preference? It's not illegal. But if I decide to marry my wife and 3 more wives, I can't legally do that. It's illegal. Literally. Side note, everything that's good for you, they made it illegal. They told you it was bad for you. And everything that was bad for you, they told you was good for you and it's legal. It's just a side note. Just a side note. Now, so can women get pregnant while not ovulating? It should be the next question. Because now that she's ovulating, she's went through her menstrual period. Now she's ready to go. So we should be asking, can she get pregnant if she's not ovulating? Let's see what Google says. Google says you can get pregnant if you have unprotected sex anywhere from 5 days before ovulation until 1 day after. But you cannot get pregnant if you are not ovulating because there is no egg for the sperm to fertilize. That's a lie. How can they say there's no egg for the sperm to fertilize when she come here with all the eggs she's going to ever have? We finna get into the lies, y'all. I'm gonna tell you why they lied and told you need a period. Why they telling you all this gonna make sense. We just scratching the surface a little bit. That's all we doing. We ain't even dug in yet. You feel me? Just getting our spiritual claws a little sharp right now. We just scratching. We doing a little scratching. Remember, 4 C's. We ain't trying to hurt nobody. We're just cordial, colored, concerned citizens. Don't forget the 4 C's, y'all. We're just cordial, colored, concerned citizens. And if you're not colored, you're still colored. Because human beings, y'all colored than a motherfucker. They don't tell y'all that because they want us all to think we one human race. But we're not. Okay? Have many different species living amongst you. Okay? But they are saying that you cannot get pregnant if you are ovulating if you are not ovulating, because there is no egg at all for the sperm to fertilize. All right? Because remember, they've already told you that the menstrual period is when the egg, they getting ready. And then once it drop, now she's ovulating. Now it's an egg there that can be actually fertilized. So you see how they gave you the lie, and then they gave you all the reasons to support the lie. Let's keep going. Okay? Now, that's what I want to do. Remember how they said that menstruation, the etymology of menstruation is moon. Okay? So, I want to point something out. Now I'm going to have to bring y'all over here with me. Now it's time to bring y'all to the chalkboard. Whoop. Here we go. Boom. So hold on. Let's bring y'all to the chalkboard. Okay. So these are the quote unquote phases of this moon. You got 8. Really is 9. All right. But they say new moon, waxing crescent is 2, first quarter is 3, waxing gibbous is 4, full moon is 5, waning is 6, third quarter is 7, and the waning crescent is 8. Okay? Okay? Now, let me sit y'all against Oya real quick. Y'all good. All right? Y'all can still hear me? Can y'all still hear me right now? So I just showed y'all, man. I'll hold y'all in my hand for now. It's all good. It's all good. And I'm gonna sit y'all back on the tripod in a second. Okay, so let's flip it around. You have 8 phases. 8 phases to the moon. It takes 8 phases for this new avatar to be created in the God species. Actually, it takes 9 ethers for us to get here. Okay? We don't have time. Time isn't real. We have energy cycles or ethers. Okay? That's what the ether really is. It takes 9 ethers for the avatar to be created, but it's actually 8. And let me tell you why. Because you got first month, second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month, sixth month, by the eighth month, the body, the avatar is complete. The 9th month is when the baby come out. Okay? So the 9th month, all the development of the avatar of the child takes place within the first 8 months. Okay? The 9th month, the child, the avatar already ready. The only thing that the avatar is missing at that point is the soul and the spirit, the life force. And the life force comes into the womb of the mother right before the moment of conception. So for 8 months, each ether represents a month, because we don't have months and days in the cosmos and the astral realms. It's only ethers. Time is their spell. Age and death is their spell. Okay? So, do you think it's a coincidence that the moon goes through 8 phases and it takes 8 ethers for the avatar to be completed, and it comes on that 9th? After the spirit and soul intertwines with the avatar. That doesn't happen till literally the mother feels her water break. And once the water breaks, she can't hold the baby anymore. So those whole 8 months, and I've said this a million times, but those whole 8 months when you're pregnant, okay, it's no soul and spirit in it. So people are like, oh, I felt the baby kicking. I felt her kicking. No, what you felt was, remember, you're full of water. And it's a object, avatar, body, floating in the water. So what does something do when it floats in water? It rocks around. It moves around. It's floating around inside of you. So yeah, it might bump up against your belly. Might bump up this side of your ribs. Yes, that's natural. You're full of water. Now, if you wasn't full of water, I bet you that it wouldn't even move. But the water within the womb of the womb man or the goddess is what makes the avatar float and bump. Boom, boom. So that you thinking, oh, the baby alive, the baby kicking. No, he ain't. And no, she's not. You gonna know when the soul and spirit enters that baby, because your water gonna break. You can't hold it no more. Because it's life force in there now. Coming on right on out. Okay? Even those who like, I heard the baby's heartbeat. That's the avatar. That's the avatar. There's no spiritual force, no soul force in that avatar yet. And they can't tell you that. Because now they got to explain all this other shit to you. All right? So they got you thinking, oh, well, the baby's already alive and they just in there and they... No. What makes the heart beat? Electricity. Electricity. So at the moment when the baby having a heartbeat, that's your electricity, mother. That's remember, you're connected from the umbilical cord. So the avatar is channeling your food and your electricity up to that point. Your electricity is making doo-doo, doo-doo. It's an electrical connection. No different than if I take a extension cord and I connect it to my charger. Is it because I have the extension cord already plugged into a live outlet? It's going to pass and transfer the electricity right into my motherfucking phone. That's what it is. So your umbilical cord acts as the original extension cord to transport electricity to the avatar of the child that's being created. The avatar is being created. This is why your mama say, I brought you in, I'll take you out, right? Because she feel that connection. I remember I fed you, you ate all my food and this and that. Right. Right. When a soul and spirit get up in there, you ain't got to feed the baby no more. Now that avatar is ready to eat on its own. It's self-sufficient. Okay? So understand that the moment right before conception, right when the water break, that's when the spirit and soul has landed inside of the avatar. Now it can't stay inside you because it's life force there. It's intelligence there. So what happened? Psh, water break, out comes the child or the soul. Okay? Now, it's a difference. Human beings, it only take you all 6 ethers for the avatar to be formed because you are a single-celled organism. So the moon, this moon phase doesn't really apply to y'all at all because you are already connected to the moon because your species was created on a planet called Nern in the 6th universe. So the moon strengthens you. That moon weakens us. The God species, the moon weakens us. So the reason you see the 8 phases is because the moon is technology. All right, remember I told you, they have live scientists on the moon, all right, that are harvesting these souls as they leave. The moon is a soul harvesting center. For once the soul transcends this realm, they also use that moon to reel that magnetism back in, bleach the soul of his memories, then send it back down here on the planet. That's one thing they use the moon to do. But another thing that you're not aware of they use the moon to do is they literally trace every soul as it's on its way down here, and that's what these phases are for. 8 of them. You got 8 ethers it's going to take for that body to be created. You got 8 phases of the moon. All right? Hold on. Stay with me now. Stay with me. Because right now, some of y'all walking on the moon hearing this shit right now. Niggas is like the dream. You got me walking on the moon. Right now. Niggas is in here walking on the moon hearing this information. It's all good. We gonna get through this together. Mama Oya is with us right now. Check it out. So I showed y'all them 8 phases. All right? Now, many of you will say this. That still don't explain why women go on their periods. Stay with me. What is the moon? What is the sun? The sun emits what? Photon energy. Okay? So, We are full of photon energy. We being the God species. Okay? We benefit off the sun. The sun, you know what I'm saying? We come out, like no lie, like if it's a cloudy day, we be like, when it's a sunny day, nigga like, yeah, what's up? We out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a sunny day. That's what the sun do to us. Photon energy. Superhumans, if you want to call us that. Meta-humans, like they call us in their CIA records. We get a charge off the sun. We get charged. You know what I'm saying? We don't feel like that on a full moon. No, you don't. Nigga, you get cold. And when it's summertime, that they call it summer, and it's a full moon, your ass start acting crazy under the moon. Motherfuckers get more violent, more aggressive. They turn into lunar ticks, don't they? Lunar moon. The moon goes through what? Lunar cycles. Okay? Meanwhile, human beings, that moon strengthens you. Now, the moon that we see, that's a holographic projection of the two moons that's in the sixth universe on planet Nern. The government has a program called CERN, which they use to open wormholes to get right back and forth to Nern. That's why the program is called CERN. The C stands for Celestial Gateway to Nern. They removed the N and they put a C right there and they call it CERN. You Google it. Okay? They're not going to tell you what I'm telling you, but you will see CERN as an actual thing. Now, this moon is anti-photon energy. So it looks like the sun. It glows like the sun. And they tell you that the moon reflects the sun's light. But they're lying to you. It's a holographic image. The part of the moon that we see. Now, what they call the dark side of the moon, that's the part that you can't see. That's the actual base where they have scientists sitting up there stealing magnetism or souls as they leave the realm. All right? And then they know it's souls steady being created because we down here creating babies, right? For the God race. So they turn the moon on to certain levels for each ether. And it impacts and affects every single goddess that's pregnant with child on the way. All right? The moon emits anti-photon energy. APE. APE. It's exactly what they call it in NASA. And if I'm lying, we need the CIA to reveal the files. They're not going to do that to y'all. Y'all going to see everything I'm telling y'all is facts. See, they'll never do that. CIA, y'all can lock me up for life in Gitmo. Just open the files so they can know I'm not lying. If I'm lying, send me to Gitmo, stone me to death. But open the files to the masses without erasing shit. And if I'm telling the truth, get the fuck off the planet. See what I'm saying? They not going to do that. The moon is APE, anti-photon energy. And the side that they show you is nothing but a mere holographic image used to manipulate the frequencies of the planet. It only sends out negative frequencies. And unless you have animal DNA, the moon hurts you. The moon hurt everything on the planet that's natural. I told you that's where the werewolf come from. The whole story of the werewolf, because werewolves actually exist, but the whole symbology of it is that when a human being, when y'all get in the moon, y'all get strong as shit. It taps into that wolf gene in you. Or the dog gene, but the dog comes from the wolf. We had wolves at first. We ain't have no motherfucking dogs. But through genetic manipulation from the wolf, thanks to Yakub, Satan, they grafted and got it down to the dog. This is why dogs are man's best friend. Keyword, man best friend. But we being lovers of animals, we love dogs too, but not like human beings. Y'all will kiss the fuck out y'all dog. Share the same goddamn butter pecan ice cream cone, yes y'all will. Y'all a triple layer scoop that bitch and lick it, let the dog lick it, be sharing it, right? And it feels natural. We're not judging you. We're not pointing fingers or elbows. We here to discuss scientific facts, esoteric truths. I'm just making my point. We ain't gonna do no shit like that. We not finna fuck the dog. Meanwhile, you can go to Google and bestiality is completely legal in certain cities and towns in Europe. It's legal. In certain countries, you can marry your damn dog. We not going that far. Right? We don't have the same connection to the dog you have. He is a part of your genetics, human beings. He's in you. The dog, the snub-nosed monkey, the lemur, and the pig. Like we always say, this is why when y'all get wet, y'all smell like goddamn dogs. Y'all can't help y'allself. And that's okay. I'm not judging you. I fuck with the human beings. But I'm making facts. I'm making you see what this moon is. And who it affects and who it does not affect. And how it affects us differently. We can't take that moon. When they turn that moon all the way up completely, we call that a full moon. And how the fuck we act? Niggas start getting aggressive. Nigga, we start tripping, nigga. We can't take that shit. We can't take that frequency. And not just us, the animals too. The water, the ocean, the tides rise under the full moon, nigga. The seas get violent under the full moon. The only thing gets stronger under the full moon is the human being race. And y'all might not even know that. I'm helping y'all out. That's when y'all at y'all strongest. Goku. Why do you think on Dragon Ball Z, they were showing Goku and them, they turned to huge apes under that moon? Super apes. Because it emits all this low frequency. Now, each single phase of the moon is turned on, which they call, ain't no phases, they turning, they changing it. Like a button. We're gonna put it on this ether, this ether, this ether, this ether. But we're gonna teach them that the moon is perfectly normal. Right? Now, to all the goddesses and women, you still don't know why you bleed. The only reason you get a period is because they have the fucking moon turned on. That's the point I'm making. If it was no moon, you would not be bleeding every month. You do not need no menstruation period to have no fucking babies. That's a lie. You already come here with the motherfucking eggs. Fuck you gotta bleed out for to release a certain egg to have children. And then they give you the Bible to back up their bullshit. Oh, well, it started with Eve. She bit the apple. And the curse of Eve says, let's pull it up. Because that's where it all started from. The goddamn curse of Eve. I will terribly sharpen your birth pains. Because you bit that apple, Eve. In pain you shall bear children. And for your man shall be your longing. And he shall rule over you. Lies. The gods was not created to rule over the goddesses. The goddess was first. She was first. She is God. The black woman is God. See how they lying on their Bible? This is how they start that bitch off. They start that bitch off with lies, 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 lies. Lies, lies, why do they tell these lies, 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 lies. They come in right away line. But if you understand your history, your true ancestral origin of what you are, you know what the fuck is going on. But you can't. See how they got it? They started off. You got to go through these pains to bear children. And what pains do you go through? What pain do you get every month? Your menstrual. Stomach start hurting, you cramping, now you bleeding. And you think it's because you about to ovulate. Lying to you. That ain't why you bleed. You want to know why you bleed? Let's find out. Okay. So, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Whoop. Now. I didn't even take that screenshot. Let me show y'all something. Now, I just told you that the moon emits, because the sun is what's natural. So the sun is full of photon energy, and it gives life to everything on this planet. The water, the plants, the animals, the insects, us, everything do good under the sun except who? The human beings race. It kills them. Y'all need suntan lotion. Y'all start going chapped, lips get chapped. You fall off the strip like bacon. You start cooking and everything under that sun, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'm just giving you I'm telling you what your government won't tell you. All right? Now, but when that moon get turned up, everything get to acting weird and get thrown off balance. Why? The sun is full of photon energy. Let's look at it. Just look at it. What does photon energy, how does photon energy relate to frequency? Let's read it. The amount of energy is directly proportional to the photon's electromagnetic frequency. And thus, equivalently, it is inversely proportional to the wavelength. The higher the photon's frequency, the higher its energy. I'm going to say that again. All right? We talk about photon energy. The sun is full of photon energy. All right? So how does photon energy relate to frequency? The amount of energy is directly proportional to the photon's electromagnetic frequency, and thus equivalently is inversely proportional to the wavelength. So the higher the photon's frequency, the higher its energy. All right? Now, let me break that down for you. The sun is full of photon energy. Okay? It's full of photon energy. Okay? And the higher the photon energy, the higher the frequency. So the sun emits high frequency, which is why we get more charged in the sun. We feel good in the sun. We are high frequency beings, celestial beings, stardust, 9 ether beings, nigga. Carbon, you see this? This is carbon. Neuromelanin, not melanin. Neuromelanin. Created out of pure dark matter energy. When dark matter energy manifests in this low density that we call, remember the 4 phases of matter. Solid is the lowest vibration. So in this solid phase, the dark matter energy manifests itself as carbon. This is why carbon is the basis from which all life is formed. So we are naturally high frequency beings. We are the highest of frequencies. The X-Man, Xylanthia, headquarters, Sirius X, 9 ether beings, 9 representing the highest, being complete. Our planet is pure darkness, nigga. You can't even see Sirius X because it don't light up. Sirius A, B, and C is all you see. When you look at the Sirius star system, you see A, B, and C, which surrounds our planet. We X. We sit in the middle. Pure darkness. Pure dark matter energy. So we are the highest of frequency. All right? Now, anti means against. So anti-photon energy is low frequency. The moon emits low frequencies, causing the planet to be off balance, causing people to be out of balance, the God species and our animals. Now, This is why you bleed every month, goddesses. This is why your stomach hurt. All right? Now, if you think I'm lying, all you gotta do is Google what reason does the vagina bleed? And they're going to give you more reasons than a goddamn menstrual cycle. That's how they tell on themselves. Let's look at it. What reasons does vaginas bleed? It says right here, an infection of the pelvic organs, vagina, cervix, uterus, fallopian tubes, or ovaries may cause vaginal bleeding, especially after intercourse or douching. Sexually transmitted infections are often the cause of infections, all right? But let's stay right here. So you can bleed for more reasons, y'all, than fucking being on a menstrual cycle. That's the point I'm trying to make. An infection of the pelvic organs, be it the vagina, cervix, uterus, or fallopian tubes, or ovaries. Okay, so check it out. Check it out. Okay, so now do you see why you really bleeding? It has nothing to do with making no goddamn babies. It ain't got shit to do with fucking Eve eating no motherfucking apple, and now she got this curse to cause y'all to be in pain. You bleeding because your pelvic organs are going through an infection. Now, what affects your pelvic organs every month to make you bleed? The fucking moon. Because it's emitting these low frequencies to your whole avatar. Your ovaries. Your fallopian tubes, however they want to pronounce it, your cervix, your uterus. Why? Because it's sending low frequencies, because photon energy is all about frequencies and wavelengths. Do y'all get what I'm trying to get y'all to see? Is you with me now? The hell? Let me see something real quick, y'all. There we go. All right? So you bleeding every month because your pelvic organs are being infected from these low frequencies being emitted from the fucking moon. That's the true reason you even having a period. What you're calling a menstrual period, which is why I told you to look up the etymology of menstrual, and it relates directly to what? Moon. All right? You get what I'm saying? We back. Let's come back up in here. Let's look at the etymology of menstruation. What is the etymology of menstrual? The word menstruation is etymologically related to moon. The term menstruation and menses are derived from the Latin mensis, month, which in turn relates to the Greek mene, moon, and to the roots of the English words month and moon. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is what I was sent here to do. This is what I was sent here to do. I don't need Harvard or Yale or none of them bitch-ass reptilian schools of higher intelligence to validate me. You hear me? You hear me? Nigga, I'm going to tell my people the truth and bag it up with y'all lies. This is what I was sent to do. We gods and goddesses. You never would have a period if it was no fucking moon in the sky. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. I could have just got on here and said that, but now let me jog through their lives a little bit so you can get the insight of what they have done to you. Boy, you come here with all the eggs you need, goddesses. So how the fuck they gonna say, well, if you don't go through this menstruation period, which makes the egg drop, then you would not be able to get pregnant? What? How? How, Sway? That doesn't even add up to what you just said. The fallopian tubes get swollen. That's what causes the bleeding. No. The fucking moon emitting these low frequencies, which is like a fucking virus to your avatar. And then at certain times, that's why even during the month, y'all know that y'all menstrual cycle does what? It damn near follow the phase of the fucking moon. right? Let him who has eyes see clearly now. Even the etymology of menstruation means moon. Now, let's go deeper. The side of the moon that we see is the holographic side. That's what they use to affect the frequencies. But on the dark side of the moon, which is the actual base that you can't see, this is where they are. They got their programs and their centers. And when souls go to leave, it's a soul harvesting center. So when you leave in the realm, they are using capsules to pour your soul back in. They showed you this in the movie Matrix. That's what Neo woke up in. All them little tubes. They got that shit where they grab your souls be in there though. And they bleach your soul of its memories and then they shoot your soul right back down to the realm. This is what the Buddhist was calling reincarnation. See, you can get mad at me, but you can't argue the science. And the insight that the ancestors blessed me with to bless with you so you can know why it's in game right now. And if you want to further believe that the moon ain't real, I got you. There's a moment in time that the Zulus called the Day of the Dead Moon. I'm finna show it to you. The Zulu warriors, they went to war with Napoleon. Fucked him up. Fucked him up. You hear me? Him and the whole army. But they try to hide it in history and say it was a total eclipse that day. And it was so dark that Napoleon and his army underestimating the Zulu warriors, they lost the war. Lies. It was no moon in the sky before the Zulus went to war with Napoleon. Up to that point, it was no moon in the sky. So, in that point, that's when the Zulus was winning. They won that war because there was no fucking moon on, nigga. So those frequencies didn't affect them, and they was in pure dark matter energy. Because, you know, the sun really is black anyway. The chromosphere is so bright that it makes you think that it's light. It's pure darkness. And when you get in pure darkness is encased in light. Night hydrogen. That's why we breathe that. I got a lecture coming up next week about color, so I'm going to say the hydrogen shit for that lecture. But yes, pure darkness is so dark that it kind of gives off it illuminates. So it's encased in like a brightness. This is why light came from dark. They kind of tell you that in the Bible when he said, let there be light out of darkness. Just separated the chromosphere from the darkness. These are esoteric facts. I hope they don't delete this live. They'll never teach you this in school. This is the reason why they trying to take me out now. It ain't gonna work though, because of this type of information. And some people sit in here and laugh and joke, okay, cool, whatever. Nigga be more focused on what I got on than what I'm teaching. That's your loss, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. Feel me? Let me show y'all this shit real quick. You could look more yourself, though. All right? All right. I'm finna pull it up for y'all. Hold on. And for y'all that don't know, do you know why Shaka Zulu and them call themselves the Zulu tribe? Zulu literally means the little children of the sky. Yes, the Zulu warriors. The Shaka Zulu it means little children of the sky. Zulu means heavens or children of the sky. Why would the Zulu call themselves that? Because they know we came from the stars, nigga. Look at it. Zulu means heaven. KwaZulu in heaven, or the little children of the sky. Let's look at this day. This I want y'all to go look it up on y'all own, do a little research, because they ain't gonna never get as deep as I get, but they'll give you a little something about it. The day of the dead moon. This is the war with Shaka Zulu and the Zulus. Look, today, 143 years ago, and immortalized with the word Zulus. There are thousands of them. The line most remembered from the 1964 film Zulu. Boy, Shaka Zulu was a beast. You hear me? But listen, look what they did to Napoleon and them. They defeated his army at this battle right here. All right? The Zulus did this. And they'll never tell you this in school, but you can read up on it. You can read up on it. You can read up on it, man. Come on now. Why would they call themselves the little children, the children of the sky? The Zulus. This is the actual place where they was fighting at. Buffalo River, where the fugitives escaping Island Swana tried to cross. It was known to be in. And another thing about this battle, right, that they don't want to tell you about, you know what I'm saying? Look. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Hold on, let me zoom in. Who would have thought that this Zulu nation would have put an end to the Napoleonic dynasty? But they did. As the French Emperor Napoleon III saw refuge in England, his only son Louis, the Prince Imperial, trained as an artillery officer. On the death of his father, he became heir to the French throne. He went out to South Africa as an observer. However, on the 1st June, while out on a patrol, they were ambushed by 50 to 60 Zulus. His body was eventually recovered and returned to England. His tomb is now in a small covenant. Look. Come on, man. And if all these things were not enough, on this day at 1429, there was an eclipse of the sun during the slaughter of the Icelandwana. So the day turned to night. The Zulus called this battle the Day of the Dead Moon. Oh, man. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on, family. Come on, family. Family. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? And they still ain't gonna, I close the laptop down, I don't need it no more. And they still ain't gonna tell you about what really took place during that battle. How much superhuman shit, or what they would call supernatural shit, took place. But when you go watch the Zulu movie, they don't tell you that. Zulu literally means little children of the sky. Or sky people. That's what I was going to say, sky people. They're not saying that. They're just saying little children of the sky. But this because the Zulus knew that we come from the stars, man. We are cosmic beings, man. Gods, man. And they were tapped into all of the ancient esoteric arts back then. And it was no moon up to that point. So during that battle, they like to call it the Day of the Dead Moon. It was no moon, nigga. And after they won, that's when they came, your reptilian race and your Pleiadians, along with the Arcturian race, who created this fake holograph image that we now see in the sky every day called a fucking moon. Because they learned from that. So the moon is literally technology to keep our frequencies low. It's a weapon. And this is why our goddesses get periods and bleed every month. And they got all this medical bullshit backed up for you to believe that. So when you do ask, well, why we bleed? Well, because, you know, you go through menstruation. You go through your menstruation cycle. And the tubes swell up so the egg can drop. And that lies. Lies. So you don't know what the fuck is going on. Now, do we actually have moons? Yes, but not here on this planet. We have moons on other planets, and they are not negative. But remember, when Zeus left and went to the sixth universe, Satan, as you call him here, Zeus, Yakub, Satan, Prometheus, Marduk, Enki, and Enlil, Jesus, motherfucking, what's the other name? Odin, all the same nigga, different names. When he went to the sixth universe, he created the planet Nern, and he had been cut off from the sciences. Remember, Satan fell in frequency. Zeus fell in frequency. So he had been cut off from a lot of sciences when he did that. All he could do is make the shit from the lowest of frequencies. That's why he made the human being race out of low frequency. He made the dark elves out of low frequency. He made the ogres. Yes, Shrek, the movie Shrek, they exist. Ogres are real. They were created on planet Nern. And he couldn't make a son. He had been cut off from all the sciences when he fell in frequency. Our ancestors didn't grant him that no more. So that's why he made two moons, which only do what? Emit low frequency. Because he didn't have the tools no more to build up the high frequency shit. If he could have made another sun, he would have. Now do you see why he made them two moons on Nern? And then what they do is they use CERN to project a holographic image of those moons from Nern here on this planet. They cast it into the sky like the goddamn bat signal, nigga. Just a fucking bat signal. And then on the dark side of the moon, that's where they doing all they shit at. They got the bases. They capturing souls as they lead around. They channeling the moon frequencies to see what we gonna do this one. They got all 8 phases for every ether. It's all about stopping souls that's coming in and stopping souls that's going out. Do you get what the fuck the moon is? It's all about stopping souls that's coming in and capturing souls that's going out. And this is the true reason, goddesses, why your stomach start hurting. What else is in your stomach? Your soul. You notice where your solar plexus is at, right? It's all connected. Ovaries, all that. Oh, my stomach. I'm cramping. Yeah. They fucking with them frequencies. They are infecting you. That's an infection. That's why you're bleeding. And then they know how long they want to infect you. 6 to 9 days. Some of y'all have it for 3. But it be that little 6 to 9 day spurt. Like a clockwork. It's all a form of light magic. Which I have a lecture coming up on my website. Light magic versus dark magic. And I will be talking about that and mentioning that. It's all part of their light magic that they were using. And they didn't do it until after the Zulus fucked them up. Because when the Zulus fucked them up, we still have fell in frequency now. So the Zulus wasn't supposed to win that war. So when they won, they're like, how the fuck they win? And we already took everything from them. Oh, these motherfuckers still can channel the frequency of the sun. We got to come with something. So we can't let this happen again. And that's when they came with their idea. How about we, since we can't take them to Nern, how about we bring Nern to them? No different than winter. Winter, the moon, all forms of light magic. All forms of light magic. But yeah, for more information, man, y'all come to the website. Because we on the website all week. We only going to be live on YouTube. I got a book coming out. I'm going to go even deeper. You feel me? And, you know, shout out to all the celebrities that be watching these lectures. And y'all don't want to act like y'all watching the lectures. Because, you know, y'all signed these contracts. And if y'all say my name, the label's going to cut y'all, drop y'all. You know, Hollywood know who the fuck Rashad Jamal is. You see what I'm saying? They know. So, y'all making it known that y'all in here waking up. But I'm glad y'all is. I'm glad y'all is. You hear me? I just want to let that be known, too. We know y'all trying to wake up. Y'all trying to break y'all MK Ultra. Cool. We want y'all to break it. But don't think we don't know y'all ain't in here watching this shit now. Y'all watching this shit now. Because your soul know it's pure. I've been sent from the ancestors to do this. Ain't nothing gonna stop it. And I'm low-key on Shaka Zulu time. They know who they chose, because I'm not only gonna teach this, I'm not scared to tell it. And to say it with like this. Fuck all that. You know, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to say it. And when it's time to war, I'm on this front line. It's fuck the whole system. All you reptilian shape-shifting bitches, all you Pleiadians trying to hide as the shadow government, CIA, FBI, military that's working with them, y'all know what time it is. And when I go, the ancestors, the planet, everything gonna rage with me. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Like Shaka Zulu told y'all last. You sure you want to go to war with America, Rashad, Jamal? You know, they play with a lot of fire. Nigga, I eat fire. Ain't that what Shaka Zulu told y'all? That's how I do the same way. Try to get them to accept y'all white Jesus. Try to screw them with y'all military ranks. You know the Vatican and the people you talk about, man, they don't play with fire, you know. Shit, they got a lot of firepower. Nigga, I eat fire. I landed here, 11/22. Solar day coming up. I'm all fire. All through my astrological charts, natal chart, all fire, nigga. Ain't no fear. It's too much purpose. I care too much about my planet and my people. And the high vibrational human beings that's not racist, who've been lied to and they want to make a change. And the animals who have been slaughtered. And the insects who have been slaughtered. And the elements that have been abused. You'll never understand this technology. You can't master this fire like we can. You can't master this water like we can. You can't master the elements of the air and plasma energy, the lightning bolts like we can. Or the elements of the soil and Mother Kai. Never. Ever. And never will y'all reign again. Never. Never. And never will my people or my planet or my species ever be enslaved to y'all lies ever again. You think we give a fuck about what you got to say, biting fucking robot for them? You're not even real. It's an actor. Think niggas give a fuck about a January 4th date? We ain't honoring shit. Nothing that ain't righteous. We ain't got nothing to lose. We got everything to gain, though. We got everything to gain. But I know my wife needs to start the lovely meal for the family. So I'm finna let her get this kitchen, get her kitchen back. I want y'all to really let this lecture seep in on you what the moon really is. And what it has been. You hear me? Had to bring Mama Oya on with me tonight. She don't play like that. She don't even play that. I feel her energy. She like, yeah, bring me on tonight. I'm on this one. Fuck that. Sit me right here so they can know it's real. Hey, I got you. I even stopped before I went and made sure the frequency right with me, my wife, and the other family that's saying, like, hold on, y'all, we good. I'm feeling some energy. It might have been her, like, she feeling away. And to think, you had these goddesses and these human being women thinking that they getting the period because of a natural process, man. that you date back to a curse from Eve. Because in the Bible, y'all say women ain't shit. They talk about y'all too, white women. They said y'all ain't shit now. They said if y'all ain't bite the apple, the world wouldn't be fucked up. That's what it all comes from. Eve bit the apple. And part of her curse was the periods and birth pains. That's what they said. And that the man or God was now over the woman. No, we not. We equal. But if you want to talk about who came first, it was the goddess. And then she created us and told us, be fruitful and multiply. And we created the whole universe for her and all the multiverses within it. But we are nothing without divine feminine energy and divine masculine energy unified. Unified. If the goddesses didn't want unity, they wouldn't have created us. It's always unity. Ain't no big I's and little U's, man. Never. This is perfect balance. It's perfect balance. Just like the fire. Get the fire. Perfect balance. It knows how to burn, when to melt, how much to melt. America, you will never win another war. This is my curse to you. And no matter what you try to do right now, it's not going to work out for y'all. This will end with y'all being completely eradicated. Everything vibrating low. And when we done, we going to destroy that moon too. Y'all know, don't you? That's why you spoke about it in Revelations. And the moon will turn bloodshot red. Yes. Never to ever shine ever again. We know y'all on the other side. We not slow. And for those who didn't know, now they know tonight. In the same way this candle started burning, that's how it was when y'all started y'all reign on our planet. And just like the candle is burning out, so too has your time come. Every dog has his day, America. Queen Elizabeth, Great Britain, the Vatican, shadow government, whatever names y'all want to hide behind. Y'all know who I'm talking to. Y'all know who we talking to. See the candle burning out, right? Started big and bright. Now it's gone. That's how y'all reign started. And this is where y'all reign is at right now. Only difference is I could light another candle. You'll never be able to use light magic or your photon energy from the moon, your anti-photon energy from the moon. The embers will never spark again on your satanic corruption, Satan, Zeus. For you are at the head of all this mischief, Zeus. You are the ringleader, you and your kingdom. See the flame, right? That's what's happening to your kingdom. The planet coming back to the originals. High as the frequencies only. High vibrationals. In the end, the first shall be last. Y'all was first, Zeus, Satan. And the last shall be first. In the meek, the humble, the originals shall inherit the birthright that was stolen from us. This is a war that we will win and y'all never will win. On no level. I'm just telling you what the ancestors told me to tell you. These ain't my words. This how they feel. They working through me right now. In the army, we the army though. We ready. We ready. We here. We ready now. We here. Shit already in motion. Can't stop destiny. This shit was written in the stars. Literally. Like Shaka told y'all. We not worried about the firepower of your weapons. Them bullets ain't even gonna work no more. Them guns ain't gonna work no more. Them nuclear weapons ain't gonna work no more. And for every ancestor y'all took from us, every child y'all hurt, every tree y'all cut down, y'all gonna pay for that. And that's on my ancestors, on my species. Y'all gonna pay for that fully. In blood, though. Same way y'all took it in blood, y'all gonna pay it back in blood. That's the only payment we accept. Thus it shall be. I am everything and everything is me. Every prophecy spoken in this live lecture tonight, thus it shall be. I am everything and everything is me. Every prophecy spoken in this lecture tonight, thus it shall be. I am everything and everything is me. And everything spoken in this prophecy shall come to pass. And until you leave our planet or are fully eradicated, y'all ain't getting no peace. No sleep, no peace, no respect, no nothing. And thus it shall be. I leave as I come. I'll see y'all tomorrow back here, man, for this Travis Scott situation that we gonna speak on. Peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Let this be a prophecy, not a live lecture. I leave as I come. One.